Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2024. And if you woke up this morning feeling some kind of way, then you're not alone. And I felt that way too. And I decided instead of letting it take me down completely, I would make a gratitude list and really bring myself back into my own inner authority, which is what I do and what I teach with everything that I offer online and everything that I study. I'm a human design teacher and coach. I'm also really big into astrology, spirituality, the soul's path, all of that stuff. And none of that has changed for me overnight. It's the same. I may have my own existential crises and spiritual awakenings over and over again, but in general, I'm pretty consistent in my weirdness. And that shows up in my gratitude list that I decided to make this morning. And I wanted to share it with you guys in case anybody either feels the same way as me or has had the same experience as me, or if you are reconsidering some of your lived experiences and you want to try something different. So today I am grateful, number one, that I exited Christianity and organized religion 20 years ago. I grew up with it. I'm from Texas, which, if you've ever been to Texas or if you watch the election results, is a very red state. It's pretty pervasive, the belief systems, and, there's a church on every corner. But I just didn't agree with my own inner authority. I couldn't make myself go along with those narratives that attribute all of these feminine and female characteristics to a male god. And I had to see myself out. So I'm actually really grateful that I am not part of uh, whole thing, that whole thing anymore. Okay. Secondly, I'm grateful that I haven't given my time and energy to corporate America in over a decade. That's right. I have not worked a 9 to 5 job since I was 29 years old. When I was 29 years old, and most of my corporate career and experience was in banking. I had licenses for investments. I knew a whole lot about money in the financial industry. And as soon as I had my first child, I opted out of all of that, and I never went back. I'm an entrepreneur. I've always been entrepreneurial. I've always had little side gigs that I've done, and now I'm just entrepreneur full time. And yeah, I'm really grateful to not to just have complete time freedom. Anyways, I'm also grateful that I haven't relied on the healthcare system for over 15 years. I was misdiagnosed in my early 20s. I was given like lifelong diagnosis with a prescription that was going to cost me $1,000 a month, and they were like, "Deal with it." And I was like, "No, I'm not going to deal with that." So anyway, I healed myself. People want to disagree with me, and tell me that I didn't heal myself and I had an incurable neurological disorder, but I don't have it anymore. So there it is. Anyways, I'm so grateful that I know so much about health and healthcare and the healthcare system, but also how to heal my body myself, right? Okay, next, I'm grateful that I have never, ever, ever sent my kids to public school. They are respectively 10 and 6. And I also have a stepdaughter who is now 19. And we took her out of public school when I came along. Okay, so she was going to public school until I became her stepmom, and I just could not stand for that. My kids have been to self directed learning communities, they've done world schooling. They're very compassionate and critical thinkers. And yeah, we live a pretty cool life. They're on a cruise right now. They spend part of their time in Portugal. They'll be dual citizens of the U.S. and the EU. Should they choose to keep their U.S. citizenship, that's up to them. And yeah, they're real smart and very, very cool people. Okay. Lastly, I'm grateful that I actually began the process of decentering men 5 years ago. I can't imagine how catastrophic today would have felt for me, and how mind blowing all of this would have been. This masculine feminine debate would have been, and how stifled and controlled and unheard I would have felt had I not began that process. Now, that process was kind of forced upon me, but thank you. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Higher Self, whomever, that I was able to go through that process. And out of all of these things that I've done in my life, that might be one of the hardest ones. Like, I'm 40, okay, so I'm an elder millennial. And yeah, that was ingrained pretty deep in us. growing up. So getting out of that narrative was hard, but I'm so happy. I mean, I'm just so happy that I just don't see the world that way anymore. So I'm so grateful to live a life of my own design. I love time freedom, so I haven't had my calendar for readings and coaching super open. But I realize, in light of current events and coming events, okay, because I'm studying a transits in astrology, in light of everything that's going on, I'm going to open up my calendar. I will take on coaching clients again. So if this is something that you're interested in, check my thing and my thing. If you don't do these things, but you're wanting to, and you're wanting someone to guide you and support you through any of these processes, I'm here for you. I have a lot of experience. Okay. So if you are exploring spirituality, you're dipping your toe in, but you really don't know how to get away from religious trauma and conditioning, I can help. Okay. If you work a 9 to 5, but you want to try to start a business, do your own thing, make your own money, I can help. I've done that forever. Okay. If you want to know how to heal your body naturally, how to feel good in your body in general, I can do that. If you need support with parenting or transitioning your kids out of public schooling, I can do that. If you need help decentering men and tapping into your own authority and your own divine feminine power, I can do that too. So this is my PSA for today. I was feeling really bad, and now I'm feeling really great, and I want you to feel the same. That's why I call myself the Feel Good Expert.